and that is looking at comparing two different bulls. So let's say I have some yearling bulls, and we're going to call them A and B. I have a birth weight EPD for them at 1.5 pounds for bull A and 4 pounds for bull B. These each have an accuracy of 0.2, which makes the possible change value 2.2 for both of them. So, fairly simple. I asked whose calves are heavier. So which bull's calves will be heavier at birth? So that should be easy. It should be bull B has an EPD of 4, bull A has an EPD of 1.5. So it's going to be bull B. And how much heavier? That's going to be 4 minus 1.5, and that equals 2.5 pounds. So we expect bull B's calves to be 2.5 pounds heavier than bull A's calves at birth. So now we're going to do another problem real quick. We're going to look at the probability that bull A's transmitting ability for birth weight is actually going to be greater than 3.7 pounds. So we can draw our little standard distribution, or normal distribution, sorry. 1.5, so it must be greater than 3.7 pounds. 3.7 is one possible change value away. Another way to determine that is take your given value, 3.7, and subtract it from your EPD, 1.5, which gives us 2.2. Divide that by our possible change value, which gives us 1. So this probability is going to be equal to 16%. Remember, we said we're not going to use the Z table when it falls exactly on one possible change value away. And then I'm going to go ahead and ask you, what's the probability that bull B's transmitting ability for birth weight is actually less than or equal to 1.8 pounds? So we can draw our curve again. Sorry, that's a really bad curve. So remember, his was 4 pounds with a possible change value of 2.2. So that will give us, we have 1.8 here, which is negative 1 possible change value away. Another way to do that is your given value of 1.8 minus 4, which is equal to negative 2.2, divided by your possible change value, 2.2, equals negative 1. So it's negative 1 possible change values away. And that is also going to be equal to 16%. Now, I'm going to say, what if the real transmitting ability for these bulls, so bull A, let's say his birth weight EPD really is 3.7, and bull B's birth weight EPD really is 1.8. Now I say, who do you expect to be heavier? Whose calves do you expect to be heavier at birth? And that's going to be bull A. So heavier calves is going to be bull A. By how much? And this is going to be 3.7 minus 1.8, which is equal to 1.9. So bull A will now have, we now expect bull A to have calves that are 1.9 pounds heavier at birth than bull B, whereas in the top scenario, we expected bull B's calves to be 2.5 pounds heavier at birth than bull A's. So why are we not surprised that if this were to occur? There's a couple reasons. The main reason is because of this low accuracy. So each bull, well, let's use a different color. Each bull has this extremely low accuracy at 0.2, leaving it with a really large possible change value, which allows bull A's calves to actually be heavier at birth and bull B's calves actually to be lighter. And so this low EPD, or this low accuracy, increases the possible change value. Also, remember in the beginning, I did say that these were yearling bulls. Yearling bulls mean that they don't have very much offspring because they're such young bulls, which means that which is a reason why they have a low accuracy. And because there's not very many offspring, these estimates are subject to error. And the third thing is to remember what EPD is. An EPD is the expected progeny difference, which is just an estimate, what you expect. So these are the estimates of transmitting abilities. It's not 100% for sure that these are the actual birth weights of the bulls. So let me go through and add it. So there's three things as to why we're not surprised that this event could occur. Number one would be the low accuracies. And these low accuracies increase the possible change values. The second reason would be to remember that EPDs are estimates of transmitting ability. And number three is that they're young bulls that don't have a lot of offspring. So these are the three main reasons as to why we wouldn't be surprised if bulls differed highly from their expected progeny difference, or their EPD, with low accuracies, because of this increase in possible change value along with estimates and not a lot of offspring. So this is going to be it for this week. Y'all do have a homework assignment, as well as this Z table is uploaded to eCampus, which y'all will need for this week. And feel free to email your TA if you have any questions about anything.